Hey folks, Matter Abbott here, back in Medieval Minecraft Season 2, episode something, I don't know. Alright, so I want to show you some of the stuff I was making off air. Some of the stuff I showed you last time, the new map. Would strongly urge people to watch that one, even though for some reason no one's watching these shows. So, yeah, I kind of did a tour of the area I added in, and there's going to be more areas added in the future. So in order to get an understanding of what I'm doing here, you might want to watch that one. It's kind of important. But either way, I made a couple of new houses and a new tower. This one was from earlier episodes. Can't remember which episode, 1 or 2 or something like that. This one here, I'm sort of custom building a lot of the things to the environment. Let's actually go into everything because I just this one here is kind of a weird design. I just kind of went strange with it and used some of my custom blocks and whatnot from the texture pack. I've been working a little bit more on that. There's still only one problem. It's that bed problem. So that still has to get worked on. But hopefully I will get that solved. Not much on the inside, like a whole lot, but I changed the note blocks to these things. Look like kind of cargo things, and you can just pretty much put them anywhere. Yeah, like I said there, that's the problem. And for some reason, when it's facing that way, it'll do it, but this way it won't. And on one side it will. And it's just, I don't know. It's just a whole thing. Something got messed up when I copied someone else's bed into this file, and I'm not sure what got copied over along with it. Something's just not right. Because ever since I copied the old bed back, it just hasn't been better. So this here really isn't nothing inside as far as just a basic watchtower. Just goes down, and it's sort of like a I guess a glorified street lamp too, because of the way it's hanging down there. So yeah, right there. I like kind of that look where things are kind of dangling and holding down, and I kind of went elaborate with this thing here, the whole contraption. You've seen that before, earlier episodes. This one I built sort of into the hill. There's going to be a lot of that going on. I don't know if there'll be houses built in the hill, because this is not really a dwarf city or anything. This is human. This is called the City of New Omen. Remember we were working on Omen in the last one? I did name it New Omen on my official map. The whole point is I wanted a more accurate rendition of my map. Things were different. I had to scale things down and dumb things down on that previous map, which is why I did this. So that was the whole point of changing the map. I want it to be big, 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 huge, huge map. And cities I want sprawling. I don't want small. And I want better environments around here, like having weird crap in the environment and mountains surrounding it and a more uneven landscape rather than just a big flat area. It's going to look so much better in the long run. And I don't know why that frickin' cow got out. How did you get out? Bullcrap. So how are they jumping over this? There's nothing here to jump over. There's no way to jump there. How'd you get out? I don't know what that is. I showed this a couple episodes ago on the old map. I transported it here. It was the leatherworkers shop, and this is going to be the crafting district. We saw that sign kind of leading up here. We're going to do a couple more blacksmith crafting kind of stores and shops and whatnot. This was that. I'm not going to bother to show you the insides of these two because you've seen these. This is the blacksmith that burned down in the last time. I took the lava out and I transported it in here. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of buildings like this in this area, just this little region. This is that big, huge tavern. It was from Season 1, The World, and I decided to copy it in here, but I did a lot of adjustment work on putting these in. Also, like kind of like flower beds and stuff around here, and detailing the area. It's not blended into the environment yet perfectly. It's going to. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is one of my favorite buildings that I actually got done right. The buildings in the future will be a lot like this. And I built this. The logs were not yet sideways. You didn't get the ability to do them sideways yet, so I may come back and adjust that, but that's not an important detail really. So a lot of the city is going to be along the water edge here. It's going to have stuff like this, where it's kind of like a retaining wall for the water. And so this is really all I got done for the city, except for I transported in one of the buildings that we did previously along the coast here. And I'll explain some of this in a minute. That's what let it render in. In fact, let me just pause while it renders in. It goes quicker that way. Alright, so yeah, there's the coast. There'll be a lot of coastal areas there, like cranes and docks and boats. We may use some from our previous builds and whatnot, but we might, I don't know, might build some new stuff. I don't know. Not sure if we're going to be doing any tutorials on air anymore. Maybe because I just don't think that people are watching this show. I'm noticing that people just aren't watching it, so I probably won't. And one thing I am noticing here is that change I made. We're supposed to be 3 tall here, isn't it? Yeah, I did not save over the old save file. That sucks. Maybe I'll redo that here, but yeah, let me just take you down here and just quickly show you what I'm going to be doing. Sort of a retaining wall and bridges over the rivers as they're coming through. There'll be a lot more buildings here along this land, but this is sort of the capital building. I decided not to use that other one that I built that was even bigger. I think I may use that in another location. So I'm not sure yet. So I don't know. And I put that library in over here. This will probably be more like a scholars mages section. Let me pause again. Alright, so yeah, so yeah, that'll be that. It's kind of like more of a mage district here. And the city is actually going to extend beyond this mountain range that's encircling this area. It's going to be kind of sprawling out in these areas out here, but there will be some sort of a wall kind of cutting things off here and there. It's all going to have to be custom done. So it's going to be kind of different, a different look for the city. There might be some tunnels going through the mountains. I'm not sure yet for the roads, but I think I had one of the manor houses I did was out here somewhere. Again, not sure where it is exactly. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was the one from a couple episodes ago, 2 or 3 episodes ago. Actually, I'm not even sure I showed you this on there, did I? I don't even remember. But I was doing some detailing work, and it's still got some stuff I got to do here. Obviously, didn't fill that in. And I'm probably going to push that wall back, the grass. But yeah, I just transplanted this in. And I'll probably do a little bit more adjusting work on some of this stuff. But yeah. So let's get back to the city. Yeah, and I had to teleport back because I get lost way easily when the environment. I'm just not used to the landscape yet. I'm going to end this episode soon here. I just wanted to show you a tour of the few buildings I have placed and what I'm doing off air. This is another one from, I think, one of the last episodes of season 1. I think it was like the last one of the last 10. I did some minor adjustment work on the inside, and it looks quite different in this texture pack. And I think I put one of our windmills just beyond that, in the countryside. That strange one that we did earlier this season. Yeah, that one there. And most likely the walls of the city that'll be outside the city itself. So we'll have lots of buildings and stuff all along this land here, but somewhere along here there'll be a wall. And yeah, coming up, I think later this week I might be doing my once a month channel update thing, and I've been thinking seriously about just since no one's really watching this show or any of my other shows, of kind of going back into that semi-retirement mode where I'm only just doing occasional updates for the shows. No one seems to watch anyway, so why am I going to go through here and do like big builds on air? I think if I did come back, I don't know. That's something I'm thinking about right now. I'm not sure. It's not set in stone yet. And as usual, I may get bored and just come back anyway and do tutorials or builds on air. I'm thinking of continuing what we were doing in the other Omen City. We were doing those row housing things. I did save that one section, and I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. But probably, I don't know. I gotta get a nice stretch where it's kind of like going to be a straight road. And it won't fit here. So I don't know. I'm going to have to find a spot for that row housing. And I thought maybe I'd show some of that on the air. So maybe we'll do that. And I don't know why the cows are getting out. Is it still a glitch where they just glitch through the walls when you save and stuff? I don't get it. Because if you're here, you can't do it, right? So they can't. I just don't get it. I understand if you're on this side of the wall, yeah, you can jump into it, but I don't know. I don't understand this. I mean, for the longest time, it just really annoyed me. I thought they fixed these glitches, but apparently didn't. Alright, so watch that channel update. I'll probably explain it a little bit more about my feelings about things, just because things are just not really happening here where the channel goes. But this show will always be alive. The channel will always be alive. There'll still always be shows. It's just I'm just not sure how frequent things are going to be. You know, as much as I wish for things to be a certain way, they're not, and I just have to face reality. That's the way it is. But hopefully you enjoyed this short tour of what I've been doing. There will be more, and I will see you soon. I've actually been thinking of doing another area where there's going to be an orc village off in the mountains, pretty much on the other edge of the map, where there was like this whole region basically is going to be surrounded by mountains. But on these map squares, as I explained last time, the extreme western edge and northern edge have the mountains here. So, but ultimately the squares below us, south, will have mountains. So it's basically going to be surrounded on three sides by mountain ranges, and on this east side here with the city by the ocean. So on the extreme western side, I have an orc, or I want to make an orc village, and there's other towers, special buildings. I have a whole lore-oriented thing connected with the world. I used to do this back in the old days. I had all sorts of history worked out for this this setting. It was pretty much like from my old Dungeons and Dragon days. Yeah, the old stuff. Like I'm talking, like I used to roll dice and stuff. Yeah. I don't play that anymore. I have no interest in it. But I'm just saying, that's what I used to when I was younger. And this is just sort of a setting that I worked on, and I just thought it would be a great setting because I put a lot of time and details into things. And if I can get an accurate view of things in a 3D from the existing map I have, it would be just wonderful. I would be creatively satisfied, but I just wasn't with the other map because it was too small. And I want things to look more epic with the environment around it. So as you see here, we're looking at the mountains. It looks much better than that last Omen City was looking. Just didn't look right. So, alright guys, well, adios.